the carnivores of the same species live in different areas and mark their area in which the herbivores are their prey. For example, there's a lion pride. It goes around its territory and marks it by urinating, by digging at the place, by scratching the trees. Then the lion pride in the next area also does it similarly, and they avoid conflict by not coming into each other areas. So this is the way a species, animals in the same species avoid conflict. But animals within a particular area of different species, for example, a lion or a leopard, they avoid conflict because their prey animals are different. So we will be studying the different prey animals of the different species. But along with that, we shall also study what are their methods of hunting and what are the defenses of the herbivores. So here you see the lion sitting on top of a tree, which is one way of seeing where the prey is. And once they have discovered the prey, they have to get near the prey as near as possible by sliding in the grass, so that they are within a few feet of the prey animal and then sprint. But if the prey animal spots the lion or the leopard or the cheetah, then they can run away, they cannot be caught. So it's very important that they hide in catching it. So they do not move fast, they move very slowly. And also lions with their huge manes cannot hide in grass, so they need bushes or something like that. But many of the prey animals are very swift and are constantly watching. And therefore, a lion has to see which of the prey animals is weak, is injured, maybe it is sick or old, and therefore they can catch it easily because they don't want to spend energy running after it. The second aspect is a carnivore cannot afford to get injured while chasing a prey. So if there's a zebra and they try to catch it, they know the zebra kick is bad, and so they won't go behind the zebra. Similarly, a wildebeest has got horns, very sharp horns, and so they won't go in front of it. So every prey animal, they have to have a special way of attacking so that the chances of getting injured are less. 3 out of 4 charges by a predator ends in a failure. So they spend energy on doing that, and so they are very careful in when they should attack and go as near as possible. So let's see how this works. The wildebeest, sharp horns, very fast runner, but no good smell or eyes. So they are protected by the zebras which are around them. But one source of good food out of all the herbivores is when they give birth to young ones. These young ones becomes fast in 24 hours time, but within 24 hours they can easily catch it. So far as the wildebeest is concerned, nature has provided that all the wild beasts give birth within a 2-week period. So usually this occurs in February or March of each year. Those 2 weeks vary every year. And the when the wild beasts give birth, a number of the young ones are caught by all the carnivores and they gorge themselves. But once they have gorged themselves, they don't go after the young ones. And nearly 80% of the wildebeest young ones survive. Remarkable. Zebras are a favorite prey animal for lions. The zebras have a defense, excellent eyesight and hearing, and a powerful kick. Most of the time, they are with a large group of wildebeest. They are in the outer ring, and it looks as if they protect the wildebeest by being 2 by 2. Even when they go to drink water or together, there is a protective element of 2 by 2. Because of the kick, the lions have to attack from the side. They have to come running at an angle and go straight for the top of the zebra, and then they either pull it down or break the neck or suffocate it. The buffalo is a prey animal which gives the lion pride food for a whole week. And during the times when the migration is not there in the lion's pride's area, the buffalo pride is an attractive prey animal. In order to attack such a large group of buffaloes, they pretend to chase the buffaloes, and sometimes the buffaloes get anxious and start running, and some of the weaker ones might be left behind, and the lions might be able to separate such a weaker one from the group. But many times the outer ring of the buffaloes are the very powerful male buffaloes, and they come running to attack the group of lions. And then the lions will have to go away. The retired buffaloes are a separate group, maybe 4 or 5 together, and they are so powerful that the lions have to be very careful in attacking them. Lionesses by itself are not able to attack a buffalo because the buffalo's powerful horns is able to lift the lioness and throw it up. So they do initially attack the buffalo by hanging onto its back by 2 legs and then putting the other 2 legs on the ground, and which acts as a brake. And despite the buffalo shaking their head, they are not able to shake the lionesses off. And then a lion comes up and is able to suffocate it to death. So that's the way they hunt the lions. The lions hunt the buffalo. There is water there, and the zebras have come to drink from the water. Here is a lioness which has killed a zebra, and it's eaten a portion of it. And the zebras have spotted the lioness, which is alone, and also that it has killed a zebra, and so they say, well, then this lioness is not going to attack us. It's got enough food. But nevertheless, they've started drinking the water, and a group of zebras are observing what the lioness is doing. The lioness is ready to charge. Look at the legs, look at the back legs. And its plan of attack is to go straight for the zebra, and as the zebras run, to turn right side and chase it. And maybe one of the zebras is weak and may make a mistake. And a zebra has made a mistake. Instead of running straight away as many of the zebras did, one of the zebras has turned into the marsh grass and thinks that it can go fast in that grass. But the lioness is able to jump on top of the zebra and catch its mouth and kill it. And the reason it has killed it is not for itself, because it has a zebra already, but it has killed the zebra for the rest of the pride who will come shortly when it calls out that the food is there. So it's a cooperative endeavor by the lioness. Few group of inexperienced lionesses approaching the buffalo. They are not powerful enough to do anything. Lioness has chased this wildebeest, but the wildebeest is faster than the lioness and escapes. Another also takes it. But generally when there is a kill, it's the lion which has the major share. It comes and takes a portion of it and will not even allow the other lionesses which killed it to come near until it has finished eating. But even though the lion will give way to lion cubs, and after having eaten, they have to go and drink water and then lie down quietly. And that's what they do for 3 days after eating. Here are two lionesses which are passing by, and the giraffe watches them. They're very close, but the giraffe doesn't mind at all. Lion cubs have to fight for food. After the milk period has ended, at the end of 3 months, the cubs have to come to the kill and fight for a place around the dead animal. The lionesses will not give place, even the mother doesn't give place. So the idea is that even at this age, the cubs will have to learn how to fight for food. And if they're not strong enough to fight for the food, they become weak and will die. This is such a cub. Not this one. Stomach is full and it is strong. Leopard is a loner, and the female is the one which looks after the young ones. The male comes for mating and goes away. So both the male and the female live alone. The leopard has about 2-3 cubs. It has to do the hunting and bring the food to the young ones. And it's this time when the young ones are at danger from hyenas, and even lions can pick it up. But the leopard is a very powerful hunter. It brings the food right up on top, and its neck muscles are so strong that a 180-pound antelope, it brings straight up the tree, 20 feet up the tree. But it's a stealth hunter and waits for the food when it sees it. So it's watching from that height. You can see a good distance looking for impalas in the bush. So those are the impalas. Here they are not in the bush. When it does see them, it starts getting down. Look at the excellent way it comes out, crosses over, gets down in the water, watching the impalas very carefully. And then it makes a rush, catches, and brings the body on top of the tree. Cheetah is a plains animal. The Thompson's gazelle is its food, and from a distance it watches this group, and watching it, it picks a particular gazelle which it thinks is weak, because the gazelle is also a fast runner as the cheetah. So then the cheetah slowly makes its way, ducking the grass to the extent possible, and it makes a rush when it is close by. And then it calls for its young ones to join it in the meal. And that is where there is the danger, because once it has killed, the kill is in the open, hyenas can see it and they come to take it away. And generally the cheetah has about 15 minutes to eat, call its young ones to eat. And if the young ones are not fast enough, they don't get a share of the meal. And then they become weak and die. So a cheetah which might have 4 or 5 cubs might end up at the end of the 1 year with just 1 or 2. Hyena lives in a pack of about 20 or 30, even though when you see them they are alone, but they're spread across a very large area. And when there's a hunt to be made, or when there is some food to be chased down, they call each other and they come rushing, and within 5 minutes you will find some 10-15 hyenas around a kill. Your lioness has made a kill, and after eating it is resting, and you'll find 15 hyenas trying to get a piece of the action. And the lioness can't do anything, because when it tries to chase one hyena, another hyena comes to the food. So here's a hyena which has stolen such a meat and has to run away. So it's by observation of this that people have called it a scavenger, because it takes the food of already killed animals. But it has got one important role to play, because look at its neck muscles. They are the strongest, and it's able to bite the bone of dead animals, crush it, and then eat the bones. So when the animals have finished eating the meat, it is the hyena which finishes off the bones. At the same time, the hyenas are able to catch even large animals when they get together. 10-15 of them. Here's a group of hyenas which has just killed a buffalo. This is the wild dog, a hunter with great efficiency. It has got great stamina in running, not very fast, but great stamina in running. But it can't bring down any animal except the Thompson's gazelle, and even that one it cannot kill directly. So what it does is, when it has picked up a gazelle which is slightly weak in running, a few of them start chasing it, and because the stamina of the wild dog is much more than that of the gazelle tires out, and at that time it starts biting its stomach, taking bits of its stomach away. And then instead of eating it, it runs back to its pack and gives it to the young ones. So the young ones eat first, and then this one runs back to where it has downed the gazelle and then eats it. So in a sense, the wild dog is an excellent hunter, and the pack survives because it's the young ones which eat first, and it is only after that the father and the mother or the rest of the pack start eating. The other is it never kills the gazelle, but instead it starts eating the intestine and the stomach while the gazelle is running, and in fact the gazelle drops down dead because of loss of blood. Vultures, which come and eat the meat which is left by the any of the carnivores, they peck the flesh which is left out, and along with the jackal and with the hyena, nothing is left of the dead animal. Among the carnivore species, the lions